Welcome to Little Saigon, Clarendon. This is the story of a neighborhood in transition and the people that made it their home for a time. On April 30th, 1975, following America's drawdown from the Vietnam War, Saigon fell to the Communists, starting a mass exodus of refugees fleeing to many corners of the world. One of the largest contingents settled here in Clarendon. This is their story, told in their own voices. Chapter 4, Introduction of the Metro and Rise of Eden Center.
Wilson Boulevard was the old main street of Clarendon, and it was the only street, right? And it was a two-way street. So in the 80s, they did the one-way pair, created Clarendon Boulevard by cutting it all the way through to what had been Clarendon Circle, and eventually it evolved into a two-way street.
And about the time when they start build the metro area, and almost all the stores are already, gone, except a lot of restaurant is still around, but most of the stores is already on closed down and moved out because the condition of the building was deteriorated and it was no longer.
Yeah, the lease there, just like year by year or near the end, it's only by month.
Once the metro construction was done, then obviously you have tons of people coming off the metro in the evening and things like that. So immediately the American establishment, who are much better endowed, they move in. Although a number of Vietnamese establishments did last, like some of the restaurants did last well beyond the construction of metro, like Queen Bee, Nam Viet, and others. And I remember even 6-7 years after that, I could still go there for some good Vietnamese food.
It was so new. It was so new that I don't think we understood how it was going to impact. I don't think that we understood that Clarendon was going to be full of high-rises like that.
All I really know is that at some point the rents went up and everybody moved to what's called the Eden Center.
The rent on the way up, and so that's why we had sort of to flee the area and go and find an alternate area. And that's how we discover the Eden Center.
They feel they need a space where they all can be together, and then that's why they moved to Eden, which is only a couple, maybe 2 miles away, right? And then it's easier and more accessible when you get, you go to the railway and come in. So I think that's the reason. I think it outgrown itself.
Eden Center feels more like an enclave than it does like, you can just walk down the street, park your car, go in the Queen Bee and get some fantastic food,
As Eden grew, expanded, you see like the restaurants start to kind of close down or places also move.
6-7 years after that, I could still go there for some good Vietnamese food. But many of the others certainly all had to move out because they could not really afford that rent, or their client was just not enough to sustain the economic survival there, yeah.
And it just seemed very gradual. One by one, they began to disappear. And then pretty soon, the only thing that was left was Nam Viet, which was around the corner. And I think that's kind of it. And that, when Queen Bee left, I think every sort of registered in everyone's consciousness that this sort of thing that had happened there organically was coming to an end.
It's sad, but I think it's just part of the normal urbanizations or planning development.
I guess it's inevitable. It's the process of neighborhoods over time, gentrification and all that.
They felt that it was very sad that there was no longer, we, the ones that had helped set up Clarendon, felt this sadness that it's like we're losing the country the second time. Some place that was meaningful to us, the first location that we were, the first community that we were together as a community in America is gone.
To learn more or get in touch, visit littlesaigonclarendon.com. Tell us your thoughts or recollections on Twitter with the hashtag LittleSaigonClarendon. To hear more, continue to the next storefront shown on the map.